Starting lineup, shall we? As Scott Parker faces on the slot for the first time in his career, makes a couple of changes to his 11, none in goal. Martin Dubravka, a very experienced presence there, of course. Whilst at the back, first choice left back in finals 2023. In midfield for Burnley today, there's Josh Cullen, the unlucky scorer of an own goal in the defeat of Manchester United just before the international break. Josh Stark comes in as well, in place of Hannibal. And in front of their feet line, Lyle Foster joined today by Jadon Anthony, who scored in his last two games, but who did concede a late penalty at Old Trafford. And amongst the substitutes today for Burnley is headline debut Florentino from Benfica. And for Liverpool, Arne Slot has picked the same starting 11 which began the victory over Arsenal. So that is the race, as per usual, is his goalkeeper. At the back, Jeremy Frimpong is recovered from injury, but he's on the bench as Dominic Szoboszlai continues in that right-back position. In the holding midfielders' positions, it's Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister once again. But in front of that, really interesting, Mohamed Salah has only scored once against Burnley in 10 games against for Liverpool. That is comfortably his worst record against any Premier League club he has faced so often. Keeps his place. As you know by now, there is no Alexander Isak in the matchday squad. Jeremy Frimpong and Conor Bradley are both on the bench. As Curtis Jones is out injured. Kyle Walker, so much experience, all of that experience will be called upon today by Scott Parker's Burnley as they face Arne Slot's Liverpool. But this is not an easy place to come, and Liverpool will not be taking it for granted. You would imagine too much experience for that. Interesting to see Florian Wirtz make his first steps in English football. Scored a quite brilliant free kick for Germany in the international break, actually. And when you consider that Dominic Szoboszlai curled in that beauty against Arsenal in the Premier League, if Liverpool get a free kick within range of goal, there'll be a few takers for that.
He's still adapting to the Liverpool way. Yes, he's wonderful in his movement, but he needs to get those killer passes in front.
So Scott Parker and Arne Slot 90 minutes for both to come. So Liverpool will get this game underway. They will be kicking from right to left towards the Jimmy McIlroy stand, wearing a green away kit with Burnley in the claret blue and the white shorts. And Virgil van Dijk delivers the first ball downfield, which is headed into the path of Alexis McAllister. If Burnley can come out at the end of the day, Jim, with their unbeaten home record under Scott Parker still intact, they'll be very happy in it.
Well, they'll be delighted. I can confirm that it is 5 at the back, but Kyle Walker is actually playing right wing back, and Laurent is the third centre back, playing on the right of Ekdal.
5-4-1 is how they've lined up by the look of it.
Yeah, Anthony is playing from the left-hand side where he usually functions.
Van Dijk with a ping away toward Mohamed Salah. Here is Jadon Anthony wearing 11 for Burnley. And Milos Kerkez for Liverpool. Well, I thought probably had his best game for the club against Arsenal. just before the international break.
Yeah, I would agree. I think many were praising Madueke, but in the end, I think he only allowed one cross to get into the box. Kerkez.
Here is the Hungarian finding Gakpo. McAllister, a bit too much on that for Cody Gakpo.
Well, Liverpool, I think, already know, and I think they expected it to be this way, that Burnley are very much getting in their shape, they're getting the numbers behind the ball, and they're going to say, go on then, can you unlock us?
Liverpool are certainly favourites for this game in most people's book, and the win probability statistic has them down as very, very strong favourites indeed. Konate with the Someone's like this makes such a good start to this season. He might have envisaged himself being Liverpool's right back.
And he's one of the things that Trent Alexander-Arnold did.
And he has that ability, a range of passing as well, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. And you can see already he's just slotted into midfield. And Konate will obviously cover that side of the pitch.
Lucas here. McAllister. Witz. Gravenberg. McAllister. Keeping their shape, keeping all the bodies between the ball and the goal. Witz. Green jersey, and actually scampers away downfield purposefully. Burnley has put a little bit too much on that.
And those are the moments we were referring to earlier where Burnley have to have some hope at the end of it.
Saw the side for Gravenberg. Is it the back post? The clearing out might come back to Ryan Gravenberg. Here's Konate. Uga Chukwu unable to close down Gravenberg. Salah. Witz. Konate. Gakpo off target. Well, it's going to be congested.
Yeah, it's classic Gakpo. He loves to come from the left flank, inside, on his right foot, and unleash. That's exactly what he was going to do.
Play downfield. Allison for Van Dijk.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the likes of Gravenberg, McAllister, who's just played it to Kerkez now. If Burnley do drop a little too deep, then there's guys in the Liverpool side that have the ability to shoot from range with power. And we might see one or two of those.
Ibrahim Konate for Liverpool, aging for Sopasa. Nice in the stairs there for Burnley. And is Ekdal. Forced a bit in the air by Konate header. Kitike here. Good shot from Mohamed Salah.
I mean, as soon as Ekdal cleared that, you knew it was going to be back at you.
McAllister's pass just found Salah with his weight on his heels rather than his toes.
Space is at a premium.
And it won't change.
No.
It's Arne's first experience of turf more, unless he's been here as a spectator. Certainly not here as a coach. It's picked up by Cullen. And the pass finds Anthony. Well, that's what they're trying to feed on.
And that's the best example so far of Liverpool getting it wrong. And it was Van Dijk just very, very loosely and casually just looking to find McAllister. And once it was pinched from him, there's a lovely little feed from Ukachukwu. And just a little too high from Anthony. I thought he would have been getting a knee over that.
He's on the goal scoring streak, James Anthony. Here's Kukis. Here's a corner kick to Liverpool.
Ekitike not happy. It was a good ball in from Kerkez, I felt, but Ekitike wanted it lifted. He's probably thinking, you know, game plan. It's working.
Last season, Gaza took a team now to Premier League.
Corner kick to defend here. Scott Parker's side. Yes, to take it. Ekitike making a run to the near post. The ball goes deeper than that. Kanate attacked it. Swooped by Kerkez. Couldn't get over it. It's a goal kick to Burnley.
Burnley just, they've got the blockers in place and then everybody's lined across the 6-yard box and they seem very much prepared to deal with the likes of Van Dijk and Kanate.
Bravka's long clearance, well won. Nicely. Soboslai covering here. Jaden Anthony trying to pin the Hungarian in. Soboslai's clearance. Mohamed Salah there. Nicely done. Here is Kerkez. Gakpo. Keeping it away from Walker. The defensive hit there was a pretty good one from McDowell. Had to twist as he cleared that away. Ekitike is down. Kanate's been fouled here. Foster thinks otherwise. This is why Ekitike ended up on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, Esteve had the arms in the air straight away as if to say, you know, nothing to do with me. But he gave him a little nudge. Probably not enough to warrant a penalty, but be careful with those.
Fits for Salah, this will interchange, down, away, Cullen.
That's very convincing so far. Burnley won't care.
Soboslai. Walker. Knew that Gakpo was behind him somewhere, perhaps not exactly where, and decided unreasonably the caution was the order of the day. Cody Gakpo is going to take this corner rather than Florian Wirtz, who took the last one from his side. Oh, that was right on the money. Konate's headed it up and over the top of the crossbar from very close range.
Yeah, it was Laura was basically dealing with Konate, and he just kind of got a little wrestle with him. In the movement he made from that wrestle, he just couldn't get over the ball.
Well, 11 minutes have gone by and Liverpool dominating all the statistics on the scoreboard. Burnley the throw it here as Van Dijk's header glides away and out of play. Fine on that.
Yeah, we thought Jonah might operate as a wing back, the role that Walker's obviously playing now, but essentially he's a right winger, and he's just kind of tucked into that space on the right hand side.
Anthony and Channel will be the ones to try and get forward to offer support to Lyle Foster as and when they can. Ekitike, Van Dijk. Miloš Kerkez for Gakpo, will dig back into Kerkez. That was Channel with the ball right in the corner.
I suspect these corners are going to keep mounting. And I think Liverpool know as well, with the experience you referred to before, Steve, about maintaining a pace in what they're trying to push through Burnley ranks. Because if it does slow down, I think it's an achievement for them.
It's a little too corner to take. Dubravka's 2 fists reached it. Fancy for the ball, but by Walker, once again. And on when he goes on, happier Burnley will be. Might have been an offside if that had ended up in the net.
Yeah, probably.
He's
I like his composure. I think he's pretty clinical too in his finishing, and you always want to see that in any striker. Scoring his first 3 games, I think definitely helped.
That's Cullen's header. Foster, Cullen, Konate. He knew that Foster was just behind him. If he didn't, Alisson let him know. A little ricochet. McAllister was there, just caught by Igor Chukwu. The cards going out there. Home fans aren't too happy, but McAllister's been left in a painful heap here. Michael Oliver in no doubt that was worthy of a yellow card. Chukwu is Burnley's record signing. Let's have a little look.
The problem is the follow through. I mean, he thinks I'm innocent because I've just attempted to clear the ball. That's all I was concentrating on. But it's that the way his ankle is going to turn over makes it look even worse.
And it is still down.
Wale havia barato di bwana.
No card came out instantaneously. Paul Tierney, by the way, is a video assistant referee. Today he's had a little look at that and deemed that the yellow card is the correct decision, but Liverpool will just want to make sure that McAllister is fit to go before play re-continues here.
Yeah, the problem with tackles like that, Steve, is you can't stop the momentum. Because once you commit yourself to the challenge, you win the ball, you are going to carry on going in that direction. And I don't think it was deliberate whatsoever. I think it's one of those. The second part of the challenge was just unfortunate.
Armstrong is very mild-mannered usually on the touchline for Liverpool. I've only seen him lose it really once, and that was the Merseyside derby at Goodison. A great card for Liverpool manager. McAllister is still down here. We saw that ankle joint bend. The option to come in right back and supposedly to slip into midfield. And McAllister really should leave the field of play. He's had treatment on it. That's what the Burnley fans are happy about. Here he is. You'll know every time he gets the ball. Canate with the ball forward. But nearly 20 minutes have gone by now, and Dubravka has not had a save to make in earnest. Here's Jordan Anthony. That's a Burnley throw. Jordan is going to take. It's like the heavy clearance. Change it Anthony. This kick. Liverpool build again with Canate.